Alright guys, welcome back to my Summerslam review series, and today I'm reviewing Summerslam 2010 guys, and we've only got one more Summerslam to review and that's 2011, so that'll be up tomorrow. But today it's Summerslam 2010 and the year that John Cena buried the Nexus. When you thought that the Nexus was going to be this hot red thing like since like the NWO, no. This is why I do not like invasion angles in professional wrestling. It's because one, they suck, and B, nobody can ever book them properly. Like, they never book an invasion angle that good. Like, Invasion Angle 2001, just saying, right? So we open up SummerSlam 2010 with not Rey Mysterio, sorry, Dolph Ziggler defending his IC title against Kofi Kingston. Now, one thing I do like in 2010 is that I really like the Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston matches from 2010. I just thought they had some really good matches here. It was a bit cut short in my opinion, and I couldn't really get into the match because Nexus got involved, and they were saying like this was things to come for Team WWE later on in the night. So I thought that was good how you established Nexus, but this opener here should have been maybe a lot better. But I'm not complaining. I mean, you've got the Nexus over here. You got them kind of getting some heat. And yeah, they got some heat, and I couldn't complain about it. Then we get Big Show versus CM Punk. Basically, this feud was about CM Punk getting a mask, and this was the time when he was getting his head shaved and stuff like that. But the one golden opportunity that I always say that WWE missed in 2010 was that how they mishandled the SOS, the Straight Edge Society, because in 2010 I did like that group. It was red hot before WrestleMania, and then after the WrestleMania feud, like they just really dwindled down into like nothing. I mean, Sabrina got fired, Luke Gallows got injured and then released, and then you had Joey Mercury who was a producer. So really, the SOS was really like that. It just went flat after WrestleMania, and you know they tried to revive it here with obviously CM Punk and Luke Gallows versus Big Show. But Big Show got the win, and I don't get why Big Show needed the win at this point in his career, but he got a win anyway. Moving on to the next match, and it's Alicia Fox versus Melina for the Divas title. Didn't care about it. Melina wins the title. After that, Lake will come down and beat her up. So that was it. Whatever. Then after that, we had Kane versus Rey Mysterio for the world title. Now, 2010, I did like how Kane was booked in 2010. I thought that his booking when he was the world champion from when he lost it, I thought it was really good, especially in that Kane Undertaker feud in 2010. I thought it was really good. Wasn't probably better than like their 97-98 feud, but it was a good feud. You know, Kane and Rey Mysterio, they had a good match. I thought the crowd were into it. Kane wins with 2 chokeslams to get the win. After that, he tries to throw Rey into the casket, but Rey tries to stop him, so he chokeslams him a few times more. Then tombstones him, opens up the casket again, and it's Taker. Taker comes out, he's like this old ass man, and like he's coughing, and he's like breathing heavily, and he's like he's out of shape and whatever. And it was kind of like really hard to watch. Like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and he looked like this in 2010, and yeah, very sad. But anyway, he was basically said to Rey that I knew you did it, basically teasing the fans that Rey put Taker in a vegetative state, but we all knew it was Kane eventually, and Kane, Undertaker tried to chokeslam Kane, but obviously Kane chokeslam Taker because Taker was too weak, and the announcers were saying, oh, it's because he was in a vegetative state and stuff like that, so yeah. And then after that, we had the WWE title online, Randy Orton versus Sheamus. This was an okay match here. Sheamus and Randy Orton, I thought, had a good match. Sheamus wins by a DQ because he knocked out the ref. And then after that, Randy Orton knocks him out with a few chairs. And then after that, Randy Orton RKOs him on the announce table and he doesn't break. Like that, those announce tables don't like Randy Orton. I'm just saying, like they never break for Randy Orton. Like I don't know what it is. Like, do they not like Randy Orton? I don't know. Then after that, we had our main event, and it was Team Nexus versus Team WWE. Now, you thought going into this match, I thought that in 2010 that was finally going to get the Nexus established as this top threat in the WWE, because weeks prior they were attacking all the roster, and then you got this team of WWE guys who were kind of like, you know, weren't on the same page, and Brett was kind of like the voice of reason at the time, and you had Nexus who was this tight oiled unit, and I thought they should have won the match, but obviously you know, you had John Cena on there, and he's like, you know, got his shovel out there, going burying fucking Wade Barrett, who, you know, looking back at it now, how did they flounder a top star in a Wade Barrett? I mean, the year he had in 2010 was one of the best years they had of building up a star, and they absolutely wasted it to give him wins to Randy Orton and John Cena on pay-per-view. Are you serious? Now, I know he beat John Cena at one of those pay-per-views, but he should have won at SummerSlam. It was a big 4 pay-per-view. If you want to get a new star over WWE, you have your young guys defeat the current guards of the company. So that would establish those guys and make them big stars in the future. If you want to build stars in the future, they've got to beat your biggest top stars. I mean, you know, that's how it is. I mean, that's how they do it in MMA, that's how they do it in any other sports. You have your young guy versus a veteran guy, and then the veteran guy will put over the young guy, and that would establish the young guy. But, obviously, Team WWE went over, and basically, I'm not going through the eliminations, because I don't really want to talk about it. I just talk about the final bits of the match here. Basically, it was Cena versus Gabriel and Barrett. Gabriel missed it with the 450, then Cena hits the AA, makes Gabriel tap out. After that, it's Barrett and Cena. Barrett taps out, and then, but before this, John Cena got DDT'd on the concrete floor, and he could do that after the match. Really? Really, John? You think you can recover that quickly if you got DDT'd on a concrete floor? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, that's my SummerSlam 2010 review. Like I said, I thought SummerSlam 2010 was an okay show. It wasn't my favorite to go back and watch because of the end. The end really put a sour taste in my mouth, and yeah, I didn't like it at all. So leave your thoughts down below now. Check you later.